start with skin prep and then hair. So that's the goal. We're going to go with the Dava First Spray Aromatic Serum. I'm hoping I go to the doctor's today and he tells me I can take my boot off. Now we're going to go in with the double serum all-in-one stick. And really focus that under my eyes. We're just getting right into it. So when you guys hop on, say hey. And leave a 1 if you're watching this live. And leave a 2 if you're watching the replay. We're going to do just some basic glam. We're not going to go full glam today. We're going to do some BB cream. Things like that. Like, that's it, really. Now we're going to go in with the Milk, the base face, which, or not the Milk, the Ilia Milk base toner. And we're going to just slap that on. And this is our skin prep for the day, because skin prep is important. I can't speak today. And then, of course, as always, rose water. If you guys order 3 items on my website, you guys are going to get a free tanning bundle. Like the mitt, the tanning, everything. Okay? So, let's do our hair. And then we'll talk more about that. So we're going to go in with 2 products. Goodness gracious. Everything is falling. We're going to go in with 2 products. This is from L'Oreal. This is the Iron Straight Heat Spray. So we're going to use some of this, and then we're going to use the Miracle Rescue 10-in-1 Multitasking Spray. And then right before I go in, I'm going to put a little bit of the Adorned Hair Gloss in it as well. This is an aromatic, aromatherapy, intensive repair oil, growth serum, and heat protectant all in one. I am almost out of this, but I love to throw it in just in case. So we're going to start with the L'Oreal Paris. Give it a good old shakeroonie. So we're going to basically do the same hairstyle, but I need it straight because I can't do this. We're going to take a comb, and we're going to just comb that through. Now, we're going to do the chase method. If you guys don't know what that is, I'm going to show it to you guys in 1 second. Now we're going to go in with the Miracle Rescue 10-in-1 Multitasking Spray. This also has keratin in it, which my hair needs, so we're just going to do a ton of that. And before I run my comb through it again, I'm going to take a little bit of the Adorned Hair Gloss. I did link this, guys. This is seriously the best. It smells so good too. And the owner, Stacy, just released a candle with 6 Seeds Farm in this scent, and I am dying to get my hands on it. So I just did 1 little pump, and we're gonna run that through my hair. It is hair wash day, so am I completely wasting my time? Yes, but we are going to straighten my hair tomorrow as well. So, and then Friday I'll be live. I'm gonna be back to my normal schedule, I promise. Okay, so this is the Launch. Oh, what is this one? I can't remember what it's called, but I received it as a gift. This is my favorite hair straightener of all time. I'm not even kidding you. So this is how I'm gonna show you guys. No, I'm not gonna explain it afterwards. We're just gonna do it. Okay. So I like to make sure I have a small chunk. Start at the roots, and I'm going to run my straightener over it a couple times, and then I'm just going to chase my comb. Okay. And I don't have it set very high. I have it set at 290, which is the lowest heat setting it can go, because I do have colored fiber hair. I don't do the chase method on like these itty bitty little pieces right here, but I do the same thing. Like I just run my We're gonna leave my bangs out because, hello. Ah, no, you stay out. And we're just gonna do a little section, tiny little section. I don't need a lot. It doesn't need to be tight because I will get a headache. My nails keep getting stuck. There's like a little decal on my nails and they keep hooking on my hair. So I'm going to do green because I think green and yellow is a cute combo. But you guys could do like a tiny elastic, a yellow, if you're wearing yellow, like whatever, you know, whatever matches. Okay, and we're just going to, and then just tighten her, and then fix my bangs. I think I'm going to, while my straightener's still warm, I did turn it off, but I think I'm just going to fix my bangs. They have like a little crease in them, and I don't know why. That's better. That's a little better. Maybe I'm seeing things. Maybe it doesn't have a crease, I'm just seeing things. I think I could just be seeing things. But yep, that's it. That's how I do my hair. Easy peasy, super cute. Now let's do makeup. We are just going to tuck my bangs back. And like I said, makeup is going to be quick and easy. I'm not even kidding. We're going to do my favorite combo of all time. Illuminating primer, BB cream. But this is going to be my foundation. So we're going to do a pump of the illuminating primer. We'll do one half my face so you guys can see. So we did one pump of illuminating primer to one pump of the BB cream. This is in light to medium. I need to retan, like, desperately. I'm going to show you guys. Because I'm going such light coverage, you see how it still lets my skin peek through. We're not doing full coverage. Can you guys see that, or is my light too dim? This is more like a tinted moisturizer, the way I'm doing it. And that's what I want. I want to be able to cover my bags. But do you guys see the difference between A and B? Before and after, okay? So before, after. If you guys need a little bit more coverage, you can add more. I don't need it today. Like I said, I'm just going for a doctor's appointment, so. I'm not looking for like extreme coverage. I'm just looking to even out my skin tone, give me a healthy little glow. And I will create a custom bundle if you guys would like, and I'll link it in my stories. And we'll call it my summer skin bundle. And it'll be the BB cream, so the hair is everywhere. Primer, BB cream, concealer, and setting powder. So setting powder and concealer. And that'll be the 4 products. And you guys can still get the free tanning if you guys would like it. And it'll be extremely affordable as well, because you guys will save 20%. And of course, don't forget, for the entire month of June, the eye edit is still live. So if you guys want an eye bundle, just comment eye bundle. If you guys want a face bundle, say face bundle. And you guys can save up to 30% on eye products as well. Okay. Let me just make sure everything is blended. I'm not going for super full coverage, like I said. We are just going for light color correction. Okay. Now we're going to go in with some contour. This is from e.l.f. I don't have a cream contour from Younique. I wish I did. I wish I did. And again, we're going very light. This is in light trace clair. I'm trying to say it like Spanish and it's French. And then of course we gotta sculpt this jaw. That's the most important thing ever. To me. We're just gonna tap that in place. You gotta be careful with these because they're super pigmented, but they're so pretty. And once you create that beautiful shadow, you guys see how it just automatically shaped my jaw. Now granted, losing weight has helped, but like you can see the difference. And I just keep it kind of in place. And then when we put our powder, bronzer, and everything, we'll make sure everything's blended so it doesn't look insane. My lip, my cheeks. Now I have my great grandmother on my my dad's side is Cherokee. So I do have extremely high cheekbones, and so when I just have those beautiful Cherokee cheekbones. So when I contour, I like to accentuate. Nope. Can you guys tell English was my first language? Accentuate. I can't say it, but I like want to focus on that. You guys can comment and tell me what I'm like literally missing. But do you guys see how it just lifts my face? Okay, let's contour my nose because my nose is huge. And I like to fake that I can't breathe. And then of course, just a little bit in my forehead. Trying not to get it in my hair because I do have blonde, white, gray hair. And so I don't want to put brown in it. We're going to take just a tiny, itsy, bitsy, teeny little bit, just like the littlest a bit, and I'm going to take a blending brush. This is the Fluffy Crease Brush from Younique. Okay, and we're going to actually contour a little bit on my eyelids. You guys have never seen this? This is a cool hack. If you're not going to put a whole lot of makeup on, or like eyeshadow, contour. Did anyone grab the Post Malone and Stanley collab? Let me know. Okay, I have to know because I want to know if you guys like it, because I've seen it, I fell in love, I want it, but like I don't know if I can justify spending $70 on a camo Stanley. Don't get me wrong, like I will do it, but it's like I have to know if people like it first. Okay, for blush we're gonna go in with Fresh Orchid. I love this shade, but I don't want like a whole lot, so I'm not gonna just put it on like I did last week. What I'm gonna do is take my blush brush. This is a really, really, really old one from Real Techniques. Like I've had to super glue it. It's old, guys. And I'm just going to run my brush on the top of it. And then I'm going to take the back of my hand and just kind of tap and evenly distribute it. And then we're going to just lightly apply. And I still feel like that's too much. A little bit over my nose because I love that look. I am going to take it right under my eyes, and you're going to see why I'm going to color correct with my blush. Now I looked like sunburned, right? That's what we want. Don't worry. Where's my concealer? There it is. We're going to conceal. And again, I'm not going for like full coverage, so we're just gonna put a dot. And then if I need a little bit more, I will. But you have to be careful because this, what am I doing? That's not my concealer brush. This concealer is super pigmented, but it's also extremely hydrating. It has caffeine, it has hyaluronic acid, so it's going to depuff your eyes. It's going to bring your eyes like forward so you don't look like you have under eye bags, which right now your girl needs because your girl has not been sleeping the greatest. I didn't go to sleep last night until 2 a.m. 2 a.m. Be woken up at 7 by said business that we mentioned earlier starting their construction. Which, I mean, it's their prerogative. It's 7 a.m. The noise ordinance in our city lifts at 6 a.m. So we have a noise ordinance in our city where you can't make like any loud noises or anything. Like you can't be blasting music, revving your engines, things like that, which no one listens to it, but like from midnight until 6 a.m. So no trains, things like that. But again, no one really listens to it, and like with the trains, you can't control a train schedule, so it happens, but that's besides the point. Okay, we're gonna take whatever's left on my blush brush, and I'm just gonna blend. I love it. Okay, now we're gonna take my favorite powder. Again, this has activated water molecules, so it's not gonna dry you out. This is a translucent powder. This is our Prime and Set base powder. Okay, it has activated water molecules, so when you put it on your skin, it's gonna feel cold. That's literally just the H2O, okay? So we're just gonna tap it out, and then I'm going to set my under eyes. You guys know the drill. Do you guys see the difference between this side and this side? And all it took was just the tiniest bit of powder. It feels cold, it feels hydrating, but it also leaves your skin super blurred and smooth. And I promise you, it's not going anywhere. Before I set the rest of my face, I am going to set my face with some rose water. I've been loving this. Using this as my setting spray. Now, does it add longevity? I did not say that right. To my makeup. No. But it melts all my powders and creams, and it's so good. And with these hot summer days, you can't tell me that it doesn't just feel so refreshing, and it smells amazing. I don't have my fan today. Okay, same thing. We're going to take my pressed powder in organza, and we're going to take my powder brush. We're just going to set the rest of my face. Neck. Now this is the perfect pressed. So this can be worn alone. Literally, this is a pressed powder foundation. But I'm using it as just a pressed powder. Okay. For bronzer, I'm going to go in with my favorite, but also most scary bronzer. This is the NYX Buttermelt Bronzer in Butter Off, okay? Now, I am terrified of this. Do I love it? Yeah. Is it scary as hell? Also, yeah, okay? So I'm gonna literally one dip. Maybe. There we go. Hello, Bethany. How are you, girl? And we're going to just lightly bronze my face. And when I mean lightly, like I'm trying not to touch really hard Because do you see how pigmented that is? Like, I did one dip and I still got too much. Love these though, they're super affordable. And they pair well with Younique's makeup. But we also have an amazing bronzer. I just haven't got it yet. I need to. You see the difference that bronzing makes? I love it. I feel like I need just a little bit more. I feel like I'm gonna break my nails opening this because the way they packaged it. And I always say it, for the love of God, bring your bronzer down your neck. Please bring your bronzer down the neck. 1, it chisels your jawline. And 2, it just makes everything cohesive. Okay, for blush, not that we need a whole lot, we are going to go in with the Pretty Smart Pressed Blush in Extra Pretty. This is from Walmart. And seriously, they are so pretty, okay? They're stunning. And this is super light, so it's just going to add like a little bit of color back under my eyes and on my cheeks. Just a little bit. And I love them because the packaging is cardboard, so it's recyclable. Not that that matters. And again, everything is linked to my Amazon storefront or my LTK if it's not Younique. But, am I kidding? 99% what I use is Younique. Just a couple things. Okay, we're going to go in with some highlighter. This is from She Glam. This is in the shade Vanilla. And it looks like a spaceship. It's so cute. Like a planet or a spaceship. I'll show you guys if I can get it open. Hold on. There we go. So this is what it looks like. It looks like a planet. And then, I'm not going to close it because it's a pain in the butt to open again. I just closed it. But it looks like a spaceship. So we're just going to highlight where I always highlight. So, inner corner. Cheeks, tip of my nose, Cupid's bow, down my nose, brow bone, which we haven't even done my brows yet, but we will, top and bottom. Okay, now we are going to move on to eyes and brows. So this is the Milk Jumbo Stick, or not Milk, NYX Jumbo Stick in Milk. God. We're just going to apply that on my inner corner. This is really just going to brighten that inner corner and make me look hella more awake than what I am. And if you don't like it to be dark, just take your finger and tap. Okay. We're going to do brows, and then I'm going to move on to the eyes. So I'm going to go into the NYX Professional Micro Brow Pencil like I did last week, because I still do not have a brow pencil from Younique. They have a really fine one, like a micro brow pencil, I just have not snagged it. And I probably really should, because I've heard it's amazing. me see the pendant. Oh, it's only 12:13. Okay, whoa. I thought it was a lot later than what it was. So I still have an hour and 30 minutes. Okay, cool. Good, that means I can eat something. I haven't eaten all day. And we still do our greens. And our vitamins together. I am officially out of my trim fit, so we are not going to be doing that until I get my order in. And trust me, when I realized I was out and hadn't repurchased, I cried. I legit cried like a baby. I was so sad because it's like a major part of my day. Major part of my day. And I didn't repurchase it. Like, I did not stock up. One more little go with my rose water. Now we're going to move on to the eyes. We're going to go in with the Warm Tones palette. This is a cute little 4-pan palette. It's adorable. It has gorgeous shimmers and mattes, and it's extremely, extremely pigmented. Excuse me, I have the hiccups. I've had the hiccups like all day. We're gonna go in with this shade right here. It's a beautiful warm toned matte brown, and we're just gonna use that on the outer corner of my lid. Now you guys can snag this palette with a mascara and any other eye product for 30% off if you get 4 or more products. It's 20% if you get 3 or more, and if you get 2 or more, so 30% if you get 3, 20% if you get, no, 30% if you get 4 or more, 10%, 20% if you get 3, and 10% if you only get 2. But you guys, our eye products are seriously top tier. They're extremely pigmented. We have amazing products. We have liquid eyeshadows, powder eyeshadows, we have stick eyeshadows, which are my fave. I need to order more. I had some and then my daughter got to them and I let her have them because she loves them. We have new colors that just like released, and I'm gonna get them, and I need to actually order like soon so I can have them for 4th of July if they get here in time, because well, I live literally 4 hours away from the warehouse, but I don't know, sometimes shipping sucks. Sometimes I get it really fast, and then sometimes it can take 2 weeks to get here. And I love this eye look that I'm doing because I really don't have to close my eyes. So when I, like, you know how I'm blind in this eye, so when I close this eye I can't see. Yeah, don't have to worry about that. And we're just going for like an awake look. Like we did a little bit, but we're not going super full glam. We're now going to take the deeper shade and we're just going to put that on the outer V. That's it. When I say anyone can do this eye look, I mean anyone can do this eye look. Easy peasy. Taking that same shade we just used, the light brown, we're going to use that to blend. I mean, seriously. So easy. what I do is I just kind of put it in a circle, and then once I have it distributed, I just go in and blend it in the shape that I want. And we're just focusing on that outer V. We're not really going into the crease. We're not going onto the lid. We're just focusing it on that outer V. Taking that light brown shade that we used in the beginning, we're just going to blend it out. It's super easy, super cute. And anyone can do it. Takes 2 shadows. It's seriously my fave thing to do. Now we're just going to take my finger and I'm just going to go like this. I'm not really wiping away any product. I'm just cleaning up my under eyes. For shimmer, we're going to do something a little bit different because I do want to have a little bit of shimmer. We're going to take our liquid eyeshadow in Reverent because, of course, like this is the eye edit. And then I'm going to take a little bit of this pressed powder eyeshadow, pressed eyeshadow from She Glam and She's a Prize. So how I'm going to do this, because I don't want a whole lot. Now, you can put this straight on. You can just go like this, but I don't want to. I'm going to put it on the back of my hand. And before it dries, I'm going to take my cream eyeshadow brush, and we're going to throw that on the lid. Just like that, before she dries down. And once she dries down, so you have some wiggle room, like you don't have to act like you have to rush, you have to worry about it like that. But once she does dry down, like she's not going anywhere, she's not gonna crease. Our cream and liquid eyeshadows are seriously, or sticky liquid, excuse me, top tier. And I have tried high-end brands like Sigma. I only think it's Sigma, but they don't compare. They do not compare. Now for just a little bit more brightness, we're going to go in with Such a Prize, or She's a Prize, Such Prize. And we're going to take a flat brush. Now, you could just spray it with like setting spray. I'm just gonna, it's clean, so whatever. And this is just going to create a wet look right on the center portion of my lid. Nothing super crazy. Do you guys see what I mean by like wet? I'm not even gonna curl my lashes. We're just going in with mascara. It was like literally by my armpit. What the heck? We're gonna go in with our Quadra. This is our 4-in-1 mascara. It has lash primer, lash growth serum, a tubing mascara, and a regular mascara all in one. It is my favorite mascara of all time. I just touched my face. Oh, it didn't get it. Okay, it didn't go on there. Good. I'm doing a very, very light coat. Now, like I said, this has a lash growth serum in it, and let me tell you, I have noticed a huge difference. Okay, 1 second, I just gotta answer this. That was just, I had to answer that phone call. Hopefully you guys did, well, it doesn't matter, we didn't say anything like bad. Okay. And now what we're going to do is we're going to take my Twisted mascara, which is my favorite mascara of all freaking time. I'm going to take the shorter wand, the smaller wand, and we're just going to use that on my lower lash line. you can't beat that. You can't. And then I'm going to take the regular wand. It's a 2-in-1, guys, 2-in-1. And we're just gonna run that through as well. Really focusing on the outer corners to create like a false cat eye effect. Y'all, we're just about done. Then we're gonna go make our greens together, and we're gonna take our vitamins and, ooh, I'm gonna hold that down. And stuff like that. Okay, lips. For lips, we're gonna go in with the NYX pencil in Nude Truffle. I wanted cold brew. I didn't grab cold brew. And then we're gonna go in with, no, we're not. Okay, 1 second. I'm gonna go change these because I'm not doing Fab. That's definitely a fall shade. We don't need that. I'll be right back. We were not gonna use Fab. That is such a fall winter shade, and no. As the freaking lily not. Not in the summer. Okay. This is my cold brew. She needs to be cleaned. I don't know what is on there. Like dust? Apparently the lid wasn't on it. Okay, cold brew. I love this liner. Love it so much. Now we're going to go in with Affluent, which is this beautiful pinky nude. This is the shade I wanted. Okay. And because it is summer and I don't really want like a dark nude lip, we're going to go in with Minted. I love this combo so much. Okay. We're going to brush out my brows just a teensy bit more because I just zoomed in really close and I could see that, like, they're not looking the greatest. They're not terrible, don't get me wrong. I've had worse. Oh yeah, I've had worse. But we don't want that. There we go, that's better. Okay. Let's fix our hair, and then we're gonna go make our greens, and then I promise you, I'm done. When I brush my ponytail into my bangs, like, what the heck? Okay. Tighten said ponytail. So I look like I have a little sprout coming out of my head. Okay. Let's go. Hold on. I just used something. That's better. Okay. Okay. That looks good. Let's go make our greens. So you guys are going to have to just bear with me. Let's unplug this.